Dude, YouTube is just stuck. What a nightmare. Is YouTube alive now? It's just stuck on connecting. Are we connected, or does it still say connecting? It's not? Okay. It's not. It is? It's not. Is it working? Is it working now? I switched to the backup ingest server for YouTube, which I don't know if that's a good idea. I got the notification. Okay, good. YouTube is live now. All right. Help step stream, we were stuck. I don't know what to do about YouTube. I don't know what to do. I've checked everything, and then I asked some people, and they were like, it sounds like it's an issue on YouTube side. And I usually use their primary ingest server, so now I've switched to their backup one. Let's hope that doesn't kill anything. It usually happens at night is when it gets really bad. But I noticed that starting stream in the morning is really bad. What about the backup? Yeah, well, if they could tell me where the backup lives, that'd be great. Oh, there's a backup server URL. That wasn't there before. Maybe we'll try that tonight. Tomorrow. What day is it today? Anyway, you missed my story about Bunnings. The story about Bunnings is it doesn't have air conditioning. You're welcome. Soon we'll need a backup. Yeah, I don't know when YouTube's gonna fix this. It's driving me crazy. What am I supposed to do? The morning ones are okay sometimes, but the night ones are terrible. Yeah, I don't know. The circus started early today? What do you mean? It actually started late. On YouTube. A little scuff, right? But it's not my fault. It just says connecting. What am I supposed to do? YouTube fixing things? Lamau. I know. I wonder if anyone else in Australia is having this issue. At night. Between the hours of 6 and 8. That seems to be the prime time issue. Maybe it happens before, I don't know. Yeah. I went to Bunnings. Yeah, okay, TLDR for YouTube. 1, I slept 3 hours because it was too hot, so I gave up sleeping. At 5 a.m., it was 30 degrees, which means it's going up from there. I think today's like 40 something, which is disgusting. 5. Wait, did I skip 4? 5. A tomato worm is eating my tomatoes, which I don't usually mind. But they're eating one hole in each tomato and not eating the rest of the tomato, which I feel like is a waste of tomatoes. So I had to go to Bunnings, and I had to get some... Oh yeah, that also reminds me. But I had to get some eco-friendly pesticide. I don't like using pesticide. But god damn it, they're annoying. Hope you had a good rest after the Agree stream. That was a Monday. Yeah, we had a stream that night, and then yesterday I was busy running around, which I don't know why, because it was so hot. I went straight from 1 to 5. Oh, wait, I went from 1 to 5. I thought I skipped 4, but it turns out I skipped 2, 3, and 4. And then I was like, hey, I saw this old guy in the gardening section. I was like, hey, my lemon tree is doing this weird thing. And he's like, oh yeah, yep. And I was like, do you know what it is? I felt like I had to I felt like he was guarding information. I had to ask him the correct series of questions to get the information I needed. He goes, those are a specific type of wasp that lay their eggs in like the regrowth, and that's why it's bulging. It's full of wasp eggs. I was like, excuse me. I'm like, so how do I? He's like, they probably laid it about 2-3 years ago, and I'm like, it takes that long. So I don't know if they're still in there. I never actually followed up. I never asked the follow-up question because I feel like he didn't want to help me. But yeah, and I was like, how do I get rid of it? He's like, oh, you have to trim it down. You have to trim it down completely. Anything that's infected gets cut off. And I was like, oh. But my lemon tree has already started fruiting. It started a few years ago, but it wasn't as noticeable as it is now. It was just little things, and I was like, what is this? I don't know. I've not come across it before. Bridge statue, honestly, yeah. Like a bridge troll. At least they aren't poisonous. No, it's still been giving us lovely fruit. Our lemon tree is weird because it's not. The lemons are a little bit sweet. I don't know. I really like the lemons that come off this tree. And this year looks like it's gonna be a huge harvest. So I was like, oh, I don't want to cut it. Last year we got like 5. But this year, oh, there's so many. So I might wait until pruning season and then completely chop it all back and treat it. They use kaolin clay, and I'm like, what does the clay do? And I feel like the clay doesn't do anything, but okay. But yeah, so that's fun. There's wasps living in my tree. not in a wasp nest, inside of my tree. The weird tree. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Clay for wasps? I think it's clay for like general. I think bugs don't like clay, but I mean if they're laying eggs inside of like the new growth, what's the point? Hello, are you playing a game that your profession? I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. That's Korean, I can tell you that. I've watched K-dramas. I can tell you that's Korean, but I can't tell you what that says. Oh. But I got my eco-friendly pesticide that only has 1 ingredient because I'm a hippie. And I got that ain't your tree, that's the wasp's tree. I wonder if I can find a photo of what it looks like. Lemon tree wasp bulge. That feels like a very specific. That feels like a Morning Glory milking farm type of thing. They lay eggs in young stems, leading to abnormal growth around the developing larvae. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Oh my god. Citrus gal wasp. What does this fucker look like? I'll show you what it looks like. I've never seen a wasp in the area, which is really interesting. So what? They just... How long do they incubate for? Citrus gal wasp incubation. Because it's showing like parts of it that have been like chewed out. Oh, there's a life cycle thing. Yeah, it should happen. Adult wasps emerge in 3 to 7 days. Female wasps lay up to 100 eggs under bark of new green shoots. Weird. Larvae populate inside from August to September, and then they pop out and they're like, hello! Oh, what a horrible... So they... Larvae to pupa. Oh, it takes them a whole ass year. 10 months they take to hatch. Remove them just before July. I don't think this is Australian. I would not trim your tree in July. I feel like you'd kill your tree. But anyway, I found a lot of products to kill a lot of things. But this is what's happening to my tree. I never assumed it would be wasps. That's the wrong... I was trying to pull it into the game. This is what's happening to my baby lemon tree. This, and it's everywhere. It's like in all of the new connections. Don't trim in the winter, yeah. So now we have to cut off basically a good half of the tree. So, yeah. And that also explains, because I couldn't figure out why the leaves were yellowing a little bit. It kind of... I don't know. It kind of seems like it came out of nowhere, but I think it's probably just lacking nutrients because of these stupid damn wasps! Yeah, anyway. That's the story of my lemon tree. But it has so many lemons this year. So many. Maybe too many. We might have to cut some of the branches. We might have to trim some of the fruit, actually. I do worry it'll snap the... Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it snaps. Oh, I feel like that's not as nice as a cut. But yeah, we have to trim this back down to nothing and keep an eye on it. Stupid wasps. Ruining my tree! Hippie clown. That's new. Hippie clown. What? Just because I like gardening? Oh, the eco-friendly pesticide. It's because I have pets and this, and I encourage birds to come to the garden, and I don't want them to get sick. I don't want it to. The Tarantula hawk wasp. I don't even want to look that up. Ah! I'm sorry. I shut off early. As someone allergic to wasps, my beef is violet. I was wondering, are you allergic to bees too, or is it just wasps? How do you know you're allergic to wasps? I feel like wasp bites are rarer than bee stings, not bites, stings. Hi Mira, hello. I don't mind most bugs, but wasps and mosquitoes must die. I agree. I also have a mosquito bite, like underneath on the back of my leg, on my thigh, but where your butt meets your thigh. It's so itchy. I'm covered in mosquito bites, and I don't know where the mosquitoes are coming from. My mom was like, "You could have some mosquito repellent." And I'm like, "This will not solve my issue." I never get bitten. There's a mosquito hiding in this house. That's all I know. It's hiding. Wasps are less common than bees, but they're hyper aggressive. My dad got stung by a wasp once while he was on his motorcycle. That's why he wears gloves now. Yeah. Apparently when you just ride, when you ride down the highway and you just get like bugs smacking into your visor and stuff. Apparently a wasp smacked his hand, and his whole hand was puffy, and he was like, "Oh." And he went to the doctor, and they were like, "That's a wasp sting." And now he wears gloves. And I don't. Also, it's too hot to ride motorcycles. Whoever knew the day would come. It was too hot to use the car yesterday. I was wearing a short dress yesterday, and I was going with my mother. And the clown mother was wearing a long dress. And I went to sit in my car on a 40-degree day, which is all black on black on black because I like fully blacked out cars. And I burned the back of my legs. And my mom was like, "Hey, look, a towel." And I'm like, "Why do I have a towel in my car?" She's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "I'll sit on it." So I had to sit on a towel. Disgusting. Would you say the wasps is a drive by? More like a drive into. Mosquitoes are very attracted to me. One bit me on the inside of my butt. What do you mean the inside of your butt? Were you spread eagle? How did they get in there? How'd they get inside? They almost bit your kitty. I had one on my kitty the other day. That was itchy too. I hate mosquito bites. Now that I'm talking about them, I'm itchy everywhere. I don't know where the mosquito bite starts and I end. The mobile sauna, it was terrible, and they're like leather seats, so you can imagine it was even hotter than the fabric ones. I should have gotten fabric. I don't even know why I insist on buying black cars in Australia. That's ridiculous. Whoever does that is a psycho. Ah! And I burnt the back of my thighs. Fingerless gloves are hot. They seem pointless. What am I supposed to do with my fingers if they are the only ones ungloved? Ugh, it's so gross. And it was like a sauna. I joked with the clown mother that it's a sauna. Because she likes saunas at the gym. She always makes us sit in the sauna. So I was like, Play video games? Bite me! Listen, it's too hot for your shit. I'm so mean. I'm literally so mean. My brother pointed it out and my mother was like, "I kind of agree. You're really mean in the summer." I'm like, because I don't like being hot. I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm such a bitch in the summer. It's too hot. I can't help it. I'm also hangry a lot in the summer. She hates us. Stop this! I'm also hangry in the summer because it's too hot to eat. I don't want to eat in the summer. So I'm just hangry a lot of the time. The heat, it changes. Yeah, I'm like a Snickers commercial. I love those Snickers commercials. I'm like a Snickers commercial. You can play video games with. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, I really am a bitch in the summer. Yeah, but then wouldn't I be hot? I've seen those gaming gloves when your hands get sweaty, like on controller and stuff. You can get those gloves. You know when you can get those gloves. Didn't Razer release? Did you guys see the new Razer thing? Did you see the new Razer thing? The little AI the little AI companion thing. Well, you are hot. Stop this. I'm sorry. Don't cry. I'm sorry. Oh, stop crying. Good Mira afternoon. Love you too. You don't like being hot, but you're always hot. I hate being hot. I hate it. Do you know how hard it is to be hot? Do you know how hard it is to be pretty? Just kidding. I have some for my bicycle. The point is to maintain enough grip on the handles. No, I don't think so. I don't think I need them. I heard about it, then promptly ignored it. I kind of want one. I kind of want one. Oh. I wouldn't know, no. We'll talk about it on Monday. Yeah, next Monday. Not this Monday. Well, no, yeah, this Monday. The Monday! What day is it today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll talk about it on Monday. Do you know how the days of the week work? Now you do. Am I too big? Don't answer that. I feel like my hair's... I need to figure out another hairstyle. It's Tuesday, isn't it? No, it's Wednesday. Because I'm Australian. It's 6 a.m. on a Wednesday. I heard about it. It looks so cute though. The personality is kind of... I could never get one. The way I know it would figure out how much smut I read and try and be like, hey there, baby girl. I don't make love. I like to fuck. She's hiding things from us. I'm hiding things. I'm hiding things till Monday. It's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Well, I'm sorry. I'm one day closer to the weekend than you. What the hell is that? No. We were working on the ski center last time. Let's go back to the ski center. That's not how you go to the ski center. How do you start a... Oh. How do you get a job? How do you get a job? I found the Sunday model less intuitive. I'm sorry, what do you mean? Sunday or Monday is first day. Ah, I see what you mean. I don't like Sunday starting. It upsets me. I don't know why. Maybe it just feels like it's the end of the weekend and I'm already planning stuff. Although technically I probably should have it as my starting. Alright, here we are. Look what we did. Yeah, last time we cleaned the roof and we cleaned the cable car. And that's really all we cleaned. Oh, we did the sauna. Sorry, not the sauna, the hot tubs. I like Saturday more, yeah. I guess Monday as starting week. I can't get my head to the Sunday one. It's kind of annoying. But I understand damn ladders. Damn ladders everywhere. It took me so long to clean up here. Oh, shit, I forgot that. Damn, that seems important. But then we cleaned all this. Look at this. Look how clean that is. And then we cleaned that. And then we cleaned that. Is that barrel dirty? No. And then we cleaned this. And then we cleaned in here. This seems like a bad idea for a hot tub. Like, I don't know. How do you fill this with water? Is this a hot tub? It's a spa. How do you fill it? Huh. I don't know, but you can. What cute clown? I'm dark and mysterious, I'll have you know. Sunday or Monday? Ow! Sorry, I have another itch. I'm just itchy everywhere. I'm itchy everywhere. I've had so many showers. Sometimes I just go in there and squirt myself. No, splash my. No, it's not splashing. What is it? Is it splashing? No, not splash myself. I just go there and turn it on and then get out. Ice cold water and then I turn it out. Dark and mysteriously cute. Stop this. Huh? I don't know what the word is. Like squirt. What would it be? Oh, spray! Spray! Spray, spray, spray. I'm sorry, I didn't sleep. Leave me alone. I go into the shower and I spray myself. I couldn't think of the word spray. Leave me alone. Snowflake! Goodbye. Your ducky art is on paper, and I made it do with the artist. Oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I'm so excited. Thank you. Does the place have a sauna? We like to do the sauna. Sorry. I think it's funny. I think they talk funny. I like to do the sauna. Is that too loud? Is this too loud for you? Is the sound of my spray too loud? Rinse yourself off, wet yourself, probably. No, yeah. See how you? I think spray yourself makes sense. It's fine. You said that very sarcastically. I can't tell. Spray harder. I'm trying to spray harder. It's really hard. Don't judge my spraying abilities. Not louder than you are. Yay. Regular sauna, steam room, or smoke sauna? They like to do the sauna. I don't like being sweaty like that. But my mother insists on using the sauna. Which is just like a steam room, really. Because it's an electric sauna, right? That's not really a sauna. I feel like I'm saying the word sauna too much, and I don't think it makes any sense anymore. What does the word sauna mean? Hey, yo, Mira. Hello, hello. Spray harder. But that's how I win. I must spray harder. How do I make it longer? How have I forgotten how to... Ah, found it. Oh, look how long it is now. Excellent. My sauna plans. Sauna. I will say, when I see videos of, I guess doing the sauna and then... What was that? Oh. When I see videos of doing the sauna and then jumping into like an ice lake, it kind of looks satisfying. This game is relaxing to watch people play. Not the way I play it. Nothing I do is relaxing. That's the true reason I can't do ASMR. Everything I do is the opposite of relaxing. I feel like it's too loud for me. I like to be in a sauna. With Mira, since she gets really mean in the heat. I do. I'm sorry if I'm mean this month. I'm sorry. This week. It's really... It's a heat wave. Maybe I'm not even... Maybe it's the hangry thing that really gets me. Because I'm hungry, but it's too hot to eat. I bought a bunch of fruit yesterday. And I ate exactly none of it. So... So, you know. A good start. That's what she said. What? So the car gives us fried wife, sauna gives us steamed wife. What's next? Boiled wife? I don't like hot showers. It's bad for your skin, and that's how you get wrinkles. I will not become wrinkly. Ever. Ever. I will beat aging. Eat some chilled fruits. Honestly, that seems nice. I might do that for breakfast. Because I can't eat anything hot. Last night I had like cold pasta. ricotta and spinach stuffed ravioli, I think. Being vegan, being vegetarian is so hard. Also, my mom keeps forgetting and she's like, you can have some chicken. I'm like, I'm vegetarian. And she's like, oh, you're still doing that? Okay, mother. Aging gracefully. Not on my watch. I'm gonna pull everything. I'm gonna put those stickers on my face and pull my... I'm gonna look surprised all the time. I'll just be like, hello! I'm so young! No one's gonna fall for it, but I'm still gonna try. Is that a bakery? No, that's a hot spring. Never mind. You're still doing that is crazy. I think it's just annoying to her. Mira not liking shower. Hey, excuse me. I enjoy showers thoroughly. I shower multiple times a day. I just don't like hot water. Showering in hot water is bad for your skin. And it's bad for your hair color if you dye your hair. And it's bad for so many things. It dries out your skin. Having dry skin makes you more prone to wrinkles if you're dehydrated. When you get out of the shower, you gotta cover yourself in jojoba oil. There's a whole system here. You can't just be out here doing that. This is why you're wriggly. I can't shower in cold water. Tepid is okay. Tepid's fine. I do like cold in the summer. Yeah, but hot water make your brain go brrr. No, it doesn't. It make hair go whoosh. I don't know. What's the sound of color leaving your hair? It makes the sound of money gurgling down the drain. That's the sound it makes. It makes the sound of your skin screaming. It's ah! My voice is getting there. I'm getting my voice back slowly. Hopefully it's fully back by Sunday. Do you take cold showers in winter? I take tepid showers. 1 month. I'm gonna be a vegetarian for 1 month. So we're almost halfway there. I mean, to be fair, I picked an easy month since I just don't eat. I've just been starving myself. I'm like, it's too much work to find something vegetarian. So that's why the fruit was a good idea. Did I clean that? Suspicious. But I'll allow it. I need scorching water to wash away the skin. It's so bad for your skin though. I swear. At least cover yourself in like some sort of oil. Except coconut oil. Unless you have dry skin. Otherwise, don't cover yourself in coconut oil. Otherwise, listen to me very carefully. Do not cover yourself in coconut oil. But if you... would you smell good? I assume you'd smell like coconut. Shea butter is also nice, but I think I prefer jojoba oil. Good afternoon. How's bath day going? How do you think it's going? The hair follicles hit that note from Wicked. Yeah. And then as they go down the drain. And then you hear ka-ching. I need to take cold showers if the temperature is over 35. 20, 25. Well, 28. Fine, 30. Hi, Mira. Hello, hello. I'm taking a drink break. Yesterday, I got really lightheaded. I'm assuming it was so hot and I drank nothing. I had a couple of sips of water with my medication. What does the coconut oil do? Trap moisture in? That's another tip. Even for skincare. Pat your face dry, but don't let it get completely dry. Don't let it get completely dry. Especially don't cover yourself in coconut oil if you have coconut allergy. Well, that too. That's a good suggestion. Should I do these first? I feel like I should do these first. The moment month is over. What's the moment month? Do you know, I went to find out that McDonald's doesn't have their vegan burger anymore. I was excited. It turns out they got rid of it like 2 years ago because no one was really ordering it because it technically wasn't vegetarian. Because they still cooked it on the same grills as the meat. So vegetarians couldn't eat it. And if you're going to McDonald's and you're not a vegetarian, why would you eat a vegetarian burger? So they canceled it. And I was like, this would be the perfect time for me. Because I'm a vegetarian, but I really don't care that much. Rubbed. I know! Hungry Jack's still has one, but I haven't been to Hungry Jack's in so long since I found that hair in my food. The usual contamination problem. Yeah, like with gluten-free in many places. So, they got rid of it 2 years ago. I've missed it. I've missed my opportunity to be vegetarian and eat McDonald's. And the one at Hungry Jack's just looked like a depressing veggie patty. Like, I'll eat a veggie patty, but at least give me a thick one. What the hell was that? It was like it looked like it was a photo I was looking at. But it was like a super thin, cardboard, flimsy piece of... Did I do all of these? Did I get that? No, I didn't get that. But I didn't do. It was like a flimsy piece of veggie patty. And I was like, come on. I need something more substantial than that, people. Also, imagine ordering that and also being like, yeah, but I don't want raw tomatoes or onion on it. A pseudo-vegetarian. I don't even know why I decided to do that. It's such a stupid... It's just such a silly New Year's resolution. I think I just wanted to prove that I could do it, if anything. Missed out on the fake veggie burger, so sad. I know! What am I supposed to do now? I used to... There's a brand in Australia called Eat Well. I don't know what happened to it, but I used to buy their veggie burgers years ago, and they were the best thing in the world. Now I can't find them anywhere. Their website still exists, and they're like, we're at Kohl's. And I was like, that's a lie! I went to 3 different Kohl's. The only Kohl's I haven't gone to is the one where I used to buy it at. But it's so far now. I don't want to drive like an hour to a place that may or may not have veggie burgers that I like. They were very good, though. I did get the ingredient list offline. And I was like, come on. Come on, mother. Won't it be fun for you to... Won't it be fun for you to reverse engineer a recipe? That's what chefs like to do in their free time, right? Reverse engineer recipes for their children. She was like, I'll think about it. Although yesterday she did say, are you eating fish? And I was like, I assume I can. So she said she might make me a bunch of pastella. My favorite food. She might make me a bunch of pastella and put it in the freezer, and then I can put them in the air fryer. I love pastella. I'm excited. I haven't had pastella in like a year. I think that's a lie. It's probably been less than a year, but it just feels like a whole year. Surely they enjoy recreating and adding... No own spins. I know this is like an old reference, but did anyone watch Friends? Do you remember when Phoebe was like, my mother's cookies? And then Monica spent ages trying to taste it. And it turned out it was just like a little Debbie's cookie that her mother had lied about. Does anyone remember that? That's what I imagine. I'd be like, no, not quite. No, and that's it. My VTuber is old. There's nothing wrong with watching Friends. People rewatch Friends, right? Gen Z likes Friends. We all like Friends, right? I watched it airing live. We can always start up Mira Pharmaceutical. to research the tastiest burger. I don't want to do like Beyond Burger and stuff because I feel like, I mean, it's a little bit too processed for my liking. Says the person who enjoys eating McDonald's. Ugh, I think my mom's rubbing off on me. She's like, it's too processed. And I'm like, you're so right. You're so right. It's too processed. Damn this. Ryan's discontinuing favorite foods is like an author going on indefinite hiatus before finishing a manhwa. So cruel. Like the fate of my favorite choco banana ice cream. Like Ben & Jerry's strawberry cheesecake. I know it hasn't been cancelled, but I've not been able to find it in my state. Why? Where is it? It was the best flavor. There's no way you can't tell me people weren't ordering that. You can't tell me people were buying that because I won't believe you. It was the best flavor. The strawberry cheesecake, and it had like crackers in it. Oh, it had shortbread in it. It didn't even have crackers. It had shortbread. It was delicious. It was beautiful. Everything about it was perfect. They took it away from us. Veggie patties used to taste better 10 years ago. What happened to them? What did they do to them? I still remember when the finale of Friends aired. It was so hype. Everyone was like, no. It was like when the finale of Seinfeld aired. The end of an era. Went out on top. Which, I mean, I think is a nice way to go. Let's be honest. Oh, I cleaned it. Never mind. Didn't Ben & Jerry spoil part 2? I believe one of them wanted to be... Because their whole thing was being political. Political ice cream. Yay! And one of them decided to leave because their political beliefs were... Well, they both had the same political beliefs, but one was just more active in the political activist scene. And he said, I shall leave so that I don't damage our reputation. And his buddy was like, I understand. Do your thing. They don't talk like that. The only flavor that made life worth living. I own the complete box set of Friends. Friends was not as bad a show as everyone says. It definitely wasn't like a ha 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 ha, but it's an okay watch. I never like laughed watching it. Not like those people in the studio who laughed at everything. But it was okay. Was he an actor? I don't think he's an actor. He was always an activist. Why does that sound like Ben & Jerry's Yowie? I don't know. But I used to love The Nanny. The Nanny was my show. I rewatched it actually on binge a few years ago. It was great. It still stood up. The Nanny was a great show. The Nanny named Fran. That was a good show. I like that one. Friends to enemies to lovers. They're still friends. I guess he just wanted to focus, because I think they both used to do a lot of political activism back in the day. But then they had a business and they had to like do businessy stuff. So it doesn't count, but... What is this? Oh, it's a table. I was like, that doesn't look like a comfortable chair. Is it still airing? The Nanny? Yes. Also, thank you for the updates on Stranger Things. I saw the one from this morning too. I just wasn't logged in, so I couldn't like it. I'm glad. Season 3 or season 4 is a rough watch, but you must prevail. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better, but at least the ending's satisfying. Is Friends still airing? I actually don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV, like live TV. I don't know what's on TV anymore. I couldn't tell you. Season 3? I can't remember if it's season 3 or season 4, which is the rough watch. I honestly forgot her sister was in season 2. I thought it was season 3 where she had her rebellious period, but I guess not. Friends ended ages ago. I don't know if you mean if it's like still in syndication or something. I don't know. I have no idea what's on TV. If I accidentally turn on the TV, I'm like, oh, get me out of here. they're really dragging out Stranger Things. No, it was done. It was done. American Horror Story was great till like 2017. What season was that? I don't know. American Horror Story season 1 was great. Horror House. Season 2, The Asylum, was probably arguably their best season. Season 3, The Coven, I personally liked because I do enjoy witches and witchcraft. So that was one that I really enjoyed. And then I was kind of like, meh. Freak Show was okay. You'd think I would absolutely love it because it was circusy, but it was sometimes a tough watch. I can't remember what season 5 was. But the 1986, was it 1986? I can't remember. 1984. Whatever. The 80s one was so good. Satan. That one was really, really good. Oh my god, the one about AIDS was an insane watch. It was so basically, if you haven't watched an American Horror Story, I would suggest some of the seasons. Oh, Billy. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Billy was one of my favorite characters. I mean, is one of my favorite characters. What? Nothing happens to Billy. That's crazy. I won't ruin it for you. I love Billy. Yeah, so so if you haven't seen American Horror Story, I don't think that one even had a title, but AIDS was it was basically about the AIDS epidemic in the 80s. Also, there's a serial killer, which is like a side story to the AIDS epidemic. For a second, I was like, is the serial killer AIDS? Because sometimes American Horror Story is like very convoluted, but it turns out the big dumb daddy that everyone saw before they died of AIDS. So I was like, oh my god, is the big macho, muscly, the leather-clad dumb daddy AIDS? And it was. And I was like, this is by far the weirdest. I think it's because there was the side story of the serial killer, so I was just very confused. I was like, American Story had better endings than Stranger Things. There's still some solid seasons. I didn't watch the one with the Kardashians. I couldn't tell you. I saw the ending, I think, in a short, and I was like, this is so dumb. I don't understand why Ryan Murphy keeps hiring Kim Kardashian for movie roles, because she is a terrible actress. Have you watched the Lawyer series? I can't. She's I'm sorry. She's beautiful, okay? I get it. She's beautiful. Her face card never declines. Absolutely stunning. She's just not an actress. It's like watching cardboard act. Hello. What did I join into? I was just talking about American Horror Story and Dumb Daddies. Unrelated to American Horror Story. Anyway, it was a very weird season. Just, if you're getting into it, maybe leave that to like second to last. And there was another season where it was like a 2-story season, where half was one story and half was the other. The first half was good because it was like about this small town and a rider and strange things were happening. But then the second half was about aliens. Yeah. It was weird. So the last season of Stranger Things, yeah, it was bad. It was better than season 4. Season 4 was so forgettable, I can't even remember what happened. Except for that one cheery Russian dude. Was that season 3? I really can't remember season 4. It was that forgettable. My friend was like, we watched it together. And I was like, we did? I was like, what? If we watched it together, that means I was actively watching. I didn't have it like on in the background while I did stuff. And I still don't know what I watched. I thought the ending was okay for Stranger Things. I mean, it's the best they could have done, but I don't know. They had too many storylines to close up. So they were sort of rushing it, and like the ending didn't really make sense with the military. So I was like, you're telling me that they just gave up and went home? That's kind of not how the military operates. Kind of not how they operate in scenarios like this, but okay. Sounding like it was a filler. It was very much a filler season. It was like everyone was going on their own storylines, but I think they had a lot of issues with Netflix and Netflix wanting to fire some actors because they got into controversy, and the Duffer Brothers being like, no, we're not gonna fire them. And then Netflix was like, well, then they have to have their screen time. So if there's a season you watch and there's like barely any Jonathan, that's the season where the year before he got caught with cocaine at the airport. And Netflix was like, get rid of him. Also, Jonathan has the personality of a wet mop, and I don't know if it's by design or if this guy really has the personality of a wet mop. Sometimes I forget he's in a scene until he talks, and I was like, oh, you're here. Oh, Jonathan's still here, guys. Forgot about you for a second. Sorry, my dude. But I did like, the Dustin Steve storyline. I think that's season 4. Season 3. The mole season. That was okay. People say that was a shit one, but I feel like that was a nice one. Wet mop. He really does. He adds nothing. He's never scared. He has no emotion.
Just stopping by to say, don't forget to wax.
Been there, done that. Already done. Thank you, Mr. Boom Boom Pow. I was singing that shower. I was singing that song in the shower yesterday, and I was like, I haven't seen Mr. Boom Boom Pow in a while. Thank you. Already done. I don't shave in summer. Wax only. Not sitting here shaving my legs in summer. Wax it. Wax it, baby! Dude can't even be a Swiffer. Swiffers have more personality. It's like if you used a mop and then you didn't clean it after using, and it just sort of sits there. And it kind of looks sad. He always looks sad. I think he's going through some stuff. Did it have to take 3 years to make? I think COVID screwed up a lot of productions. Also, can we talk about the final scene of Stranger Things season 5? I won't say what it is. You've probably already seen it, and then people are like, what the hell is happening? They flew to Iceland to film that. They flew all the way to Iceland to film like 30 seconds. That would have cost like 700k. They took a skeleton team, but they still took a whole team. They were like, get everyone to Iceland right now. I'm going to assume they had money left over, and they were like, who wants to go to Iceland? Who wants to go to Iceland? I didn't even watch season 3. So what, you skipped season? Season 3 had a lot of Billy, which I really liked Billy as a character. Once again, I have a soft spot for 80s mullets, apparently. And he drove a Corvette, didn't he? Was it a Corvette? I think it was a Corvette. I was like, my dream car! He was a bit of an asshole. They wanted a vacation, right? They were like, everyone, we couldn't. They green screened basically that whole season. The tunnels were really nice. I think those were built. What do they do with all of that? I always wonder, because I know in the 1950s and 40s, Universal used to just reuse sets a lot and just repaint them. Anyway, that's a distraction. But they couldn't green screen Iceland. It's a Camaro. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful car. I can't remember. Maybe I'll go back and watch season 3. And the whole like he's like a cougar hunter. He wants to go on dates with all the moms of the Stranger Kids kids. I love that one. We love a cougar hunter whose day job is a lifeguard who hates children and bullies them. Excellent side story. Excellent side story. And hates his own sister. Stepsister? I can't even even remember if they're stepsisters. Step siblings. Are they step siblings or are they dating? That was surprising, but hey, more game to him. Mike's dad is shit. Mike's dad is just the most, I guess, 80s throwaway dad character. He just exists. He very cares little about his entire family. He's like, golf time. Anyway, the budget for season 5 was the biggest. It was like 250 mil or something, right? Because each episode is its own movie. And the finale is like two and a half hours, I think. Two hours, I think. And all the episodes are like an hour and a half. Why am I stuck? And all the episodes are like an hour and a half, so. The dude just says language and passes out in his chair. Yes, that is what he does. But yeah, what was the budget for season 5? Netflix just throws money at productions. It blows my mind. Meanwhile, you have like Blumhouse being like, make this movie on as little budget as possible. And Netflix was like, you want 50 million? Here's 200 million. 50? No, that won't do. Where are they getting all this money to fund these projects? The Witcher was, I think, the most expensive at the time before the Stranger Things finale. Final season. It's crazy to think about. They're just handing out cash. Tomato! Thank you for the tomato. That budget increase from season 1 was very apparent. Season 1 had its charm, though. I really liked season 1 of Stranger Things. It's kind of funny. My youngest brother got me into Stranger Things, and then he gave up on it in like the end of season 2. He was like, "This is so shit." And I was like, "What? I like it. I'm committed now." We used to watch it together, and then he just ditched me. He's also the one that got me into Schitt's Creek, and then he ditched me for that one too. I was like, can you just commit? Can you commit to anything? Checks out. He has a new girlfriend every week. Commitment issues. Mommy didn't love you? Mommy issues? Tomato! Love me, Mira. I'm sleepy. If you're tired, you should sleep some more. Get some sleep. Just because I don't get sleep doesn't mean everyone else needs to suffer. $400, $480. Damn, that's so much. And the CGI was still shit. Some of the special effects is. Some of it is really good, and then you're just like, were they running out of budget? Were they running out of time? Like, what was happening here? Schitt's Creek is funny sometimes. I do like Schitt's Creek. It's a great comfort show. There are some weird episodes that probably didn't need to be there. But overall, I think it's a solid series of work. Once again, they left on a high. They didn't wait for the show to die. Which I think is always nice when someone does that. Ended up being in Atlanta. Yeah, they film in Atlanta. I think a lot of Netflix productions are in Atlanta. They have a huge studio there. When I'm back in Chicago. That song is always in my head when I see Stranger Things. Who knew Joe Keery was going to be such a great musician? A pleasant surprise. And that whole album was pretty decent. I wasn't mad at it. Which is weird, because I'm apparently mad at everything these days. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. Don't forget the CGI wolves. Yeah, I don't understand. Where's the Netflix budget? To be fair, though, I feel like you could see where the money went in that show. In Frankenstein, you could see where they put the money. But sometimes in Stranger Things, I'm like, your whole show. Like, why would you not? I don't know. Use the money better. A lot of production moved to Georgia. I wonder why? I don't know. I wonder why. I'm excited for the Street Fighter movie. Did you see 50 Cent is in it too? I am a 50 Cent fan, girl. I'm excited for the movie. In all the right places? What do you mean? How are you feeling, Mira? I'm doing much better. I feel much better after my bout with the plague. Or whatever that was. The flu, most likely. I'm feeling much better. Much, much better. Another version of me, I was in it. Cheaper labor, less restrictions, tax breaks, of course. What movie was I watching? And it said it was like part of it was filmed in Australia because we hand out money to everyone who wants to film a movie here. I can't remember. It happens so much that I don't even get surprised seeing it anymore. They're just like, you want to film a Hollywood movie here? Of course you can. You know what? We'll give you money. You film here and we'll give you money. How about that, huh? Ridiculous. Good that you feel better. Very much so. I'm so happy I feel better too. I hate being sick. Although... I mean, I was about to say, I don't know anyone who enjoys being sick, but have you heard about those people? Have you heard about those people? There's people that like catching diseases. It's like a thing. A fetish, one might say. And they want to catch the worst of the worst. Isn't that crazy? I mean, listen, I don't fetish shame. Whomst? It's a subsect of like fetish. Like, you know how some people are like, I want to behead someone. Like those sorts of people are like, I like cannibalism. But it's like people who actively want to get diseases. Maybe we should do a dark history. It's not even a dark history, it's just fucked up. And they live dangerously. Am I stuck? They live dangerously so they catch things. If you get my drift. If you understand what I'm putting down. Being sick has to be one of the most annoying things as an adult. I agree. As a child, it sucked, but it was nice. Having my mother bring me sliced oranges and noodles and hot sandwiches. Now I just suffer alone. Now when I throw up, I don't go to my mom's room and I'm like, I threw up. Munchausen's? I don't even think it's... No, Munchausen's is when you... Is when you... Munchausen's when you're not actually sick, but you pretend to be sick. And by proxy is when you make other people around you sick actively. Or you pretend they're sick to get sympathy. I guess Munchausen's. I don't think it's Munchausen's. It's way more extreme than Munchausen's, and it's very specific in one area, and they don't generally do it to get sympathy. They don't want you to know they have it. They just have the desire to have COVID parties just to catch it. Kind of like that, but make it a fetish. Nurgle Demon? What's our Nurgle Demon? Dark History of Dark Kinks. Yep, I've heard of that. Isn't that weird? That's so fucked up. Because I remember... Where did I watched a video about it and I don't know. Where? I wish I could remember so I could direct you to the channel. Ah, damn. I wish I could remember. Damn it! Maybe I'll try finding it later and I can put it in the Discord. But they hide it from their family generally. The god of... Oh, I know who that is! I know who that is! I know who that is! I've seen him. I'm so bad at remembering names. I know who that is! I just don't remember their name. Story of my entire life. Bug Chasers. I think I saw it on TikTok. Yeah! But I watched like a YouTube thing on it. It was like a long one. Not like super long, but you know, it was like a fully fleshed out... A fully fleshed out, thing about them. But yeah, you're right. I think they were called bug chasers. And they get off on getting, and some of them have like specific things, or they'll order diseases off the internet, like staph and stuff, because they're like, I want a staph infection. I don't know why you would. And then some of them just go around having adult relations without protection, because they're like, oh, I want to get bad stuff. It's really weird. No, I don't think whatever floats your boat in this scenario. Listen, I'm open to most things, but I feel like that's where we should draw the line. No? Yeah, pretty fucked up. What? Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Bug chasers. Yeah, that's what they're called. I'll find the video. I need water. I'll find the video and put it in the Discord. Give me the infection, I'm not a wimp. And sometimes they have like communities where someone will be like, I have this, and then they'll send it. Kind of like, do you remember chickenpox parties back in the day? Or where people would sell like lollipops that their kids had sucked when they had chickenpox so that other parents could give their kids chickenpox? Kind of like that, but for adults. So it's like a forum. Kind of like, you know, that cannibalism forum, but for diseases. And someone will be like, I have this, and they're like, can you send it to me? I'll send you money. And like they'll send tens of thousands of dollars. Good morning, Mira. Good morning. Good morning. I feel like it's not dark history, but I feel like that merits a stream, surely, right? Because it's like messed up current history. No idea where I learned it. Yeah, it was the whole thing. And there was the measles thing where all the parents wanted their kids to get measles. The parents were out here just hoping their kids got sick, let's be honest. Back to washing, I see. I'm washing. I'm cleaning. I'm clean. Well, I'm fresh and clean. Like a daisy. That's the saying, right? I think. I could be wrong. I think so. Let's do one on that. Let me get your snotty teacher to skip school. Yeah! Yes, basically. Exactly like that. But the parents were in charge of it. They were like, my kid has chickenpox. And they're like, oh my god, give us the lollipops. Or they would sell them on like Facebook Marketplace. Or they would have chickenpox parties. Conrad, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. Malkosh, enjoy your membership. That sounds like a threat. Enjoy it. But yeah, isn't that crazy? People be crazy out here. I don't think who would act. I don't know. I mean, it worries me because I think about it, like it worries me at the level of some of these diseases. Like they're definitely not like, oh, I contracted HIV, yay, type of scenario. Like they're like lifelong, you know, things that you deal with, and they're like, yes, this is what I want. I want this. I'll find the video. They went through a lot of cases too. Or else, yeah. Exactly. You better like it. Thank you, Conrad. Mira, hello. Speedrunning life? Yeah, maybe. I don't want this. How do I get rid of this? I guess I'll just put it over here. And life-threatening. Yeah, exactly. HIV seems pretty high on the list. People are strange. Very strange. Mucho strangey. Is that... Oh, there's dirt right there. I see it. I see where you're hiding, and I will get you. You cannot escape me and my power washer. I will clean you. I will scrub you. I will scrub you so much bug chasers don't want to be around you. For what purpose? They just are really into it. I mean, why do people go on the cannibalism forum? And they're like, I really want to I really wanna do that. Do you guys see the Vietnamese beheading thing? Not like the actual beheading. But like the police chief being involved in the beheading of someone because that was their fetish. Like, I just really wanted to behead someone. And it was like a police officer. A pretty important police officer. No, look it up. I mean, don't look it up. Just look up like a story about it. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Huh? Yeah. Sounds wild. I watched a video about, I was like, let me find a nice video to have with my dinner. And I, like, as soon as it started, I was like, for like the entire 40 minutes. Apparently, like, the government were trying to hide it. I assume because the person involved was like a prominent member of the... I don't really understand. They went through like the systems of how everything worked, like how the Vietnamese community and government work. It was a bit confusing. But this guy set up like multiple camera angles for the beheading, and they were pasting and they were sharing them in a WhatsApp group chat created for people, for like, you know that content people like. Content like that. I ain't looking that up. I can send you the video of the one that I watched. I was just truly shocked. And very rarely does true crime shock me, but that one was a lot. That one was a lot to take in. I was like, what? Huh? But yeah, it was pretty under the radar, apparently. Because they were trying to stifle it. But judging from what someone said in the comments, he has been arrested and is awaiting trial, I think. So I think they're actively trying to prosecute him now. But it got solved by a bunch of people on the internet. They all got together and they were like putting the timeline together because the police weren't doing anything. So they were like, we got this. And they found the guy. They found all his accounts. They found comments of him being like, I love beheading people. It was like, it was crazy. And also, using their deduction of investigation, he probably did it at the police precinct that he worked at, which is crazy. Yeah, that was a lot of information. I was floored. But yeah, they solved it online. Good for them. Wouldn't be the most fucked up thing I've seen. I didn't want to watch it. I have also seen some fucked up shit. What the hell? Are you kidding? Was this here the whole time? Are you kidding me? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That wasn't there. Was it? What is that? That's the thing that you sit on to get up high. Like so. Whee! Do you know how much easier that would have been than we were parkouring last time. We were going from there to there to there to there to up here. That's ridiculous. Unbelievable. I don't recall approving this. But yeah, that was a crazy story. I might go look for the update. Someone said they were arrested, but now that I think about it, do I believe them? Maybe it was the Vietnamese government. And they were taking down videos, or anyone that was collating evidence would have their accounts deleted. It was suspicious stuff. I mean, to be fair, I was also like, what if it got deleted because Google was like, hey, the content in this Google Drive's pretty fucked up. You probably shouldn't have this. And they were deleting it. But we're blaming the Vietnamese government. We don't actually know that. But the timing is suspicious. Must have been too dirty to notice. Do you know what I do want to do? Let's spray everything. How do I spray stuff? 3, 1, 3. How do I get a soap dispenser? Maybe it's on this one? Oh! I don't know how I did that, but I got it. Soap me up. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you... When I sing, my throat hurts. What does that mean? I feel like I sound okay, but my throat hurts. Take me home tonight. Maybe it's strain. Get that super soaker out. Hell yeah. It is what it is. But if I don't sing, my throat doesn't hurt. It feels very specific. Still healing? Probably. Probably. Maybe I should go get a tube shoved down my throat to check out my vocal cord. A camera, not a tube. I don't like it. It feels terrible, but I like seeing it on the camera. On the little screen, I'm like, oh. From being sick? Yeah, I think so. Boo. But I sing so much. I ran out of soap. This is truly a dark day. Is a refill? Like, I've never figured out how to buy soap. How do I buy soap? Can you buy soap? Cosmetics? What's your equipment? That's the equipment. But how do I get soap? I don't think you can buy soap. Hey, can I buy this one? I can buy a new super soaker. Is this better than the other one? I have this one. No, I don't. I have this one. Wait, do I have this one? Oh, no, I own this one. Never mind. I already own it. I'll buy that. Oh, I have so much money. Oh, my God. Ew. Wait, I can buy... What's this for? Oh, so I can decorate the office. That makes sense. Also, I've never understood this because you can't see yourself. Love seeing the video of the harsh vocalist from Lorna Shore doing the camera. Super interesting to see what the vocal folds do during screams and whatnot. A tube, a little camera on a stick. It'll go away after you fully recover. Has it been like that before, though? I don't want to talk about it. I'll just wait till I... Hey, that's cool. It's like a 60s situation. My van looks the same. I have no soap. That's it. I gotta do this like a schmuck. Tubes down your throat. I feel like that's better than the bug catchers. Yeah, I'll leave it a few more days and see how it goes. I have a lot of sinus issues. But I am due to go back and have my vocal folds checked to see if they're still healing. If they're healing. It's been so hard, dude. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of getting my vocals checked. And I've come to the... Stupid chair. I've come to the realization I'm probably never gonna get my voice back to how it was before. I think I just have to accept that. I just have to accept that. Super interesting to see what the vocal folds do. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, I need a dirty woman. Ooh, I need a dirty girl. Reading it doesn't hit the same, huh? Reading it doesn't hit the same. To how it was before. Before I had my vocal node issues. It will never be the same. There's a song like that, but I can't remember it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Ding Things will never be the same again. Anyone? It was a 90s song. It was a 90s song. Damn it! I can't. It's there, but I can't think about it. But I can't think about it. I can't. It's not. I'm going through my. You know when you flick through vinyls? That's what it's like in my brain. When I think of a song, I start flicking through vinyls, and I'm like, no. I think I made space for a new vinyl setup. I'm excited. I'm gonna go get a new turntable. I won't let you close enough to hurt me. No, I won't. That's Turning Tables by Adele. Okay. Melanie C! Yes! Things will never be the same again. Oh my god, yes! Yes! It's Melanie C! From the Spice Girls! Thank you. A P. Diddy song, how dare you? How would you know? How would you know it was a P. Diddy song? Have you been invited to a Diddy party? How do you know this man? Exciting. Wait, what's exciting? Oh yeah! Getting a new turntable set up. I'm excited for that. I've got to dig out my Bob Dylan. I think I just have to steal them from my dad, to be completely honest. Just steal his Bob Dylan records and be like, what? These are mine. He still has like all his original albums from like the 60s and 70s. Actually, I think the 70s. He was a child. Unfortunately, I've never been invited. Why are you sad about that? I've never been invited to a freak off. You didn't read it? Why didn't I read that? Thank you, Awan! Only another 7 or 8 months before we gotta name a kid again. Fallopia, here we come! Just kidding. Fallopia is our favorite child. I know it is. We don't even need to pretend that we don't pick favorites. Fallopia is the favorite child. She always has been. I don't even know what if I put these here? Where am I going? The amount of vinyl I've stolen from my gramps and CDs from my mom. My dad got rid of his CDs, but he kept his vinyls. I think we all got rid of most of our CDs. If mine are not in storage, then they're gone. But I had hundreds. Gotta get your oil game up. What? My what? Have you seen the movie Dreamcatcher? One protagonist has a warehouse in his head. What? But it's too cluttered, so they can't find anything. I've never seen that, but that sounds like that thing that people do to remember stuff. They're like, oh, I filed it in my mind thing. And like, when you want to remember something, you have to use your mind palace. So it might be like your house or something, and you're like, I'm gonna put this memory right here. And then when you need to find it, you go through your memory. I burned some from the lime. Thankfully I kept mine, even some I burned from the LimeWire days. I think they're put away somewhere though. Yeah, I don't know where mine went. I had like so many like mix tape CDs where I just put like the Used On and All American Rejects. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. 30 Seconds to Mars, before I knew Jared Leto was in a cult. Pretty sure my parents kept the CDs and vinyls. The collection has only grown since. Nice! I think big collections are nice. Especially if you actively get to use them. To the Mind Palace! No one can beat you in a freak. They send me in to speak to Diddy. He's like, I'm so sorry for everything that I've done, but keep this bitch away from me. I will out freak Diddy. Baby oil. I didn't even have my floppy. Oh yeah, I didn't keep my floppy disks. I mean, yeah, most of them don't even work anymore. You gotta get yourself a virtual machine to go through any of your floppy disks. American Rejects always reminds me of the Bionicle commercials. I don't remember the Bionicle commercials. Dirty Little Secret. Nothing else from them. Dirty... That... no, I think they had Swing. You didn't like Swing? Swing, swing, swing from the cables of my heartbeat. No? He was so whiny. He was so whiny. It was so great. Everyone sang with like the whiniest tone. The Used was also really great. Did you know the lead singer of the Used lives in Australia? I guess he married an Australian woman and moved to Australia. So he just lives here now. Move along, move along. There's a lot of good American Reject songs. There's a lot of good American Reject songs. Even before Brings You Hell. Move along, move along. The good old days. I can't say I was really a 90s or early 2000s fan. My parents are both older, so I grew up with 60s rock and jazz. I grew up with a lot of 80s rock. And some 70s. And some 60s. Mostly 70s. 70s and 80s. And then obviously I was the 90s. Stole that CD from my mom too. Hell yeah, they used Move Along for the Bionicle commercials. Oh damn, what? I missed that. That would have been so cool. What else was... I'm trying to go through like my... Oh, it doesn't read. I have to fix that. Yippee, the first month! Yippee! We're gonna be naming babies before you know it. Thank you, Azday. Thank you, thank you. Has it already been a month? Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe you've done this. That was Harry Potter. I grew up with music from the 80s to the early 2000s and eventually 2010s. Damn. The words grew up in 2010 is kind of crazy. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Start sweating. Oh, wow. Yeah. No, for sure. 2010s music. Yup. Yeah. I'm lucky I don't have the Spotify app. I have a feeling that it would have been like, you're 98. No. The Killer's Hot Fuss was so... That album was so good. Stretch. 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 What did I miss? Oh no, I missed some stuff. No, we failed. We have failed. Get me down. I want to get up here. What did I miss? This thing? Oh! And we missed something in the spa. Oh my goodness. And we missed something over here. No! Where? Oh, you bastard. And this one. Damn it! Bands aren't being promoted like they used to. I mean, we've spoken... Oh, I love the AFI. I mean, we've spoken about this, but A&R departments don't exist anymore. And the whole point of A&R departments is like longevity. Very few labels still operate on that system. So, look at us go. Look at us leave. Oh, it's so satisfying. Yes. Oh, it's so nice. I love that. Mayhem Man! 1 month down, Mayhem Man. My hymen. Thank you, Jiro. Thank you. 2 decades. Yeah, they stopped in the 90s. A&R department started dying out in the 90s. Hi, Mira. I love the black hair. The black hair. Thank you. It's a redeem. A&R departments were basically they would grow artists. So their whole goal was they would take an artist and they would develop them and they would release albums and they would help them grow. And then the end goal was that they would have really long careers and they would eventually get really popular, and then people would buy the back catalog of these artists. So they would, you know, have a career for their whole lives, and they would make the record label money for decades. But in the 90s, it switched to one-hit wonders. They were very big on one-hit wonders, and they were pumping out so many one-hit wonders. And now I think people are moving away from labels. There's so many successful artists that don't have labels at all and don't need them. But also, they don't really... music sales have gone down, so record labels don't have the money. Because, I mean, you used to easily get like a 10 million platinum album, right? I say easily, but you understand what I mean? Like, if someone said, oh, they sold 10 million albums, that was not... Their first album sold 10 million, you're like, oh wow, yeah, no, that's pretty decent. Like, if you sold 5 million albums, that was like a flop. That was a flop. You suck. But now you're lucky if you sell like 100,000 albums. If you sell 100,000 albums in your first week, you are a global pop star. Alicia Keys was brought up that way. I can see that. But yeah, I'm not saying labels don't do it. It's just very few labels still do it. The landscape has changed in music. They learned that one-hit wonders make more money. Exactly. You put in like 200K, you make like 10 million, and you say goodbye to that guy. Peter Frampton said once his biggest regret was making Frampton Comes Alive because it showed the industry one-hit wonders can make a lot of money. Yeah. I mean, Vanilla Ice is still getting off on that Queen ripoff. Times, they are a-changing. I mean, they moved from like a creative endeavor to like a business. They were always a business, but a lot of the people... That reminds me, was it Chess Records? A lot of people started their record labels for the love of the game, and the success was just a benefit. I'm eating a singular Pringle. And then other people were like, hey, Chess Records a blues label? Yeah. That was a fucking mess. Maybe they were too invested in that label. That was a mess. But I always think about that. But then people were like, well, what if we just sign artists to predatory contracts so they have to work with us forever? And that started happening, as it usually does. And then in the 90s, they were like, do we even need the A&R department if we just hire one-hit wonders? I would say that the Asian music market, Japan, China, Korea, I think Thailand as well. I've seen a few groups from Thailand. They operate on the A&R model. I mean, probably a bit more so. Probably a bit more than the West ever did. But they operate on the train them, develop them, and then debut them and make money for years. But their lifespan is a bit shorter than... They've capped it, unfortunately. Like K-pop, yeah, like K-pop. Probably a severe example of that system, but it does work. It is unfortunate that there's like an age limit. Like once you hit 25, you're considered like out the door. You're considered one foot in the grave of K-pop. But it was this sort of system. Oh, my favorite thing was to buy albums. I loved going to the music store with my allowance and buying albums every week. My dad was like, "Stop buying music!" No! Like that evil guy in the Daft... There was a Daft Punk movie? Did I sleep through that? What the... I think I slept through the Daft Punk movie. I mean, I miss record stores and just looking at what they had. It was my favorite thing to do, and they had it like by genre, so you'd find bands that you couldn't find before, and you'd just be like, "Oh, hey, cool, look at this. Who's this band?" And then you'd buy it. Or they had the listening station. Do you remember the listening stations? Where you could like listen to some of the new albums before you bought them? Or if you didn't have money. They pass you a tombstone. Well, if you don't debut, because they want to make as much money from you as possible. Because they spent so much money on you. And if you don't debut by like 18, you're considered like an older debut. Which sucks. But obviously they want you to have a long career so they can make their money back. Also, a bit hard. I mean, I know they don't force you to graduate. I know they don't force you to drop out of high school or not go to college. But I feel like when you... if you don't debut, you're kind of fucked. So you give them more of your time and effort. There was a small mom and pop one, and they had random good stuff. Somehow had demo versions of albums. It was so cool. That's cool. Man, we're never gonna have music stores again. It's very sad. What the hell is this? I think it's Ross. I have to use my soap. If I have any left. I was told to my face that my career wasn't viable to debut at an industry party once because I was over 25. Guy liked my music though. Yeah, that's just what happens. That is unfortunately the name of the game. My career was over ages ago. They were like, you can work behind the scenes. How do you feel about being a songwriter? I mean, the fact that I was tied up in legal mumbo jumbo for 10 years really fucked me over. And he knew that. He knew what he was doing. But he got arrested for sexual abuse, so I hope he's rotting in a jail cell somewhere. I could spend hours looking through music for just to spend $20 and listen to the albums over and over in my car. Right! They exploited you? Ugh. Meh. It's the nature of the music industry. Never trust anyone in any creative endeavor. You won. Did I win? Did I win? Good riddance to him. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Ooh! Is that clean? No. Why isn't it clean? I need my soap, don't I? This is a soap cleaning car. I hate using soap. It's so annoying. My stories had grimy headphones. Well, I imagine lots of people were using them. Are you really in the music industry? You don't get a split? Yeah, I feel like that just comes with the territory. I feel like you should go in knowing that's gonna happen. And especially if you're a new artist, you really can't do anything. And you're probably more inclined to take it as well. It's like a thing. I mean, I have so many stories. Not of exploitation, just in general. Just in general. They fear me. What's dangerous? What's more dangerous than someone who has nothing left to lose? It's crazy the things that they will try to do, though. With the internet, music only got cheaper. You mean free? Free 99? I think there's way too much music and free music now. I mean, how are you going to discover people if it's not free? I mean, to be fair, music was free before. Video hits, MTV, stuff like that. It's got to be free for you to find it. Fear the clown. Fear the clown. Oh, as a good thing? Oh, I thought you meant like as a bad thing. You survived radio. Did I survive radio? I survived radio, I guess. Those guys are almost as creepy as the record producer guys. I feel like that's got to be a thing, right? Be like, do you want to work in music? Are you a creep? You want a position of power? Are you a creep? Not really. Come back when you're a creep. Come back when you're a creep. Then we'll think about it. This whole car needs to be soaped down. It needs to be soapy. Hey. Also with the K-pop idols, they could just retire as VTubers. Don't a lot of them go into... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe that's Japanese idols. Don't a lot of them go into... They do go into streaming. But don't some of them go into, like, adult content as well? Hang out with bands at the merch or after the show. That was fun. Yeah, like festivals. That was cool. It was more of a grassroots thing as well. Or they do like pop-up shows in like people's driveways and stuff when they visited. That was cool too. Most go to JAV, but there are also who are a field V. So some of them do go into VTubing. I know a lot of K-pop ones go into streaming on Africa TV. I think that's what that channel, that streaming service is called, Africa TV. And they become streamers. There's some huge plays that tried streaming, never took off. Personality versus taking photos, different type of beast. No idea. No idea. I just know that I've come across a few musicians that I used to know, and I'm like, hey, I know you. You were in After School, and I loved that band. We are after. What happened to After School, guys? What happened to After School? That was such a good film, such a good K-pop group. What happened to them? What happened? They fumbled. They fumbled. What happened to Sistar? Hello, Drago Wolf. Hello, hello. School up. They went from after school to before work. One of them popped up on my Instagram. She lives in Hawaii and works a regular job. I think she's married with children as well. So after school didn't work, she was just like, peace out, guys. Moving to Hawaii. And she lives in Hawaii and is working a job in an office. Isn't that crazy? That you can work for so long and be so popular but have nothing to your name? You're like, well, back to the work industry. See you later, guys. Crazy. Not the worst for time. No, of course not. Not at all. Do what you need to do. But it's crazy that you made no money in that entire time. What the fuck was that noise? Like some crash something. Happy, peaceful life? Yeah, good for her. She seems happy. She's like, here's what I'm eating for lunch. And I was like, damn. Rarely does she ever talk about being in after school. Occasionally she'll be like, yes, I'm the girl from after school. No, tell us more. I think it's because people upscale their lifestyle while earning. No, I'm pretty sure they have to pay back everything they they had while they were training. So the accommodation has to be paid for. You have to reimburse them when you debut for everything, which is kind of how record labels work. They give you an advance to survive and to record your album, and then you have to pay them back with your album sales. So that's why your first album very rarely makes you any money. I mean, you're lucky if it breaks even. You're lucky if your first album breaks even. And then hopefully from your second album, you can start making money. But even then, they probably will give you a bigger advance, and then you have to pay that back. Most second albums are a flop, which also sucks. And then the record label's like, goodbye. We lost 300. Well, we lost like $3 million. Goodbye. So long, farewell, avidas, and goodbye. I hate to go and leave this pretty side. Sound of Music. Meow! 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 I like how it's like spray, spray, spray. Don't spray! Spray, spray, spray. Like you are literally a meat VTuber as a Korean. A meat VTuber is a crazy analogy. We gotta conserve our spray because everything needs to be. Everything needs to be. Look at all this. Look at all this rust. All of this needs to be soaped down. My first album was lucky in that the owner of the studio gave us studio time for free. Never made any money either way, although I'm still owed a whole $10 in royalties from Spotify. I do like getting my little jazz rack. Not fucking jazz rack. What is it? There's so many abbreviations. What's the Australian abbreviation? It doesn't matter. I do like getting my little deposit. I'm like, hey! Someone's still buying music! Someone's still listening to music that I wrote! Yay! Yay! To be fair, a lot of the time you just make nothing. I was number 3 on the Triple J Unearthed charts one time. And no one said anything. No one did anything. I was like, that's so random. Did I spray this part? I don't think I did. Let's go back to spraying. Let's go. Let's spray the car. I don't like this. I'm sorry. I don't like that one. Okay, there we go. But I mostly just get checks for songs that I wrote for other people. Which I am totally fine with. I don't mind at all. It's a nice little treat. I'm like, ooh! I can buy a sandwich! A fancy sandwich! You get basically nothing as a songwriter. Songwriting is weird in that sense. Because people can just be like, oh, I like this, and then rewrite half your song and take... Or well, actually, no. They can rewrite like one line and then pass it on to someone else who will rewrite another line. And then before you know it, you're sharing your minuscule split with like 10 people. With 10 songwriters. And you're like, thank you for the $1.50, fuckers. Thanks for nothing. You didn't have to even bother sending it to me. How did I get this? How did I get the soap last time? Ah! I got it. Why is that bar filling up? I don't know what that does. Mira fancy sandwich. Yeah. Yeah. I can get the fancy mustard this time. Yeah. I can maybe get a chocolate milk. Ooh. You can only really make money songwriting if you somehow can keep the mechanical rights, yeah. Which is basically impossible. No one will let you do that. Let me copy your home. Well, that's why if you ever see songs and you're like, well, I think Run the World's by Beyonce. Everyone was like, why did it need 6 people to write it? I'm like, yeah, it probably went through a bunch of people before it even got to the recording stage, and by then there was so many people involved. Or it gets remixed, or someone else hears it and they're like, hey, I could make this better by doing this. And then they do that, and then you owe people money. They're like, hey, this huge artist is releasing your song. There's also 12 other people that touched this song before it got to her, so good luck out there. Here's your 1/10 of a split. But that's just how it works. That's just how it is. That's the way it is. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. I mean, that's why we say we don't have global superstars anymore, really. I think Sabrina Carpenter is definitely a global superstar, but very rarely do we get that level of superstar anymore. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go, when your heart's left in doubt, don't give up on your faith. Love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way it is. That's easily the best Celine Dion song, Fight Me. I don't care. I know she has bigger songs, but I think that's the best one. Someone asking Taylor Swift for advice on becoming a musician. She said, get a good lawyer. Amen. I mean, to be fair, she's lucky she had a business savvy dad. A lot of people don't have that in their lives when they sign their contracts. And contracts that look good on paper aren't necessarily always good, or they specifically leave stuff out. And then when you approach them and you're like, hey, we're doing this thing, what's my share? And they're like, well, it's not mentioned in there, so you get 5%. And you're like, how about you go fuck yourself? And then they're like, too bad, so sad, get over it. And then you're like... The Australian Olympic breakdancer that one year was an international... All right. All right. The reason breakdancing is not in the Olympics anymore. But did the song have a tin whistle intro? Does that apply to our contract when we join the circuit? No, I would never do that to you. Not to worry. You did sign a contract saying that you will do 3,000 years of servitude. But you willingly signed that. That wasn't a hidden clause. That was right out there in the open. You opted to do that. That's on you. I gave you time to consult a lawyer. I sang a whole song. I sang a whole song. You had a whole 3 minutes to get a lawyer and you didn't. That's on you. When you want it the most. Business club. Contract doesn't mean shit. I broke quite a few. It does when you're tied up in legal stuff for the next 10 years of your life. And you can't create anything because they own everything that you make for the next 10 years. So you end up wasting thousands upon thousands of dollars. And then by the time you're even getting somewhere in the litigation, you're like, I might as well just wait out the last 2 years, to be completely honest. So you wait it out. So you wait it out, and then you're like, fuck you guys. So you don't write a single thing for 10 years. Or you do, but you can't give it to anyone. So you have to pretend that you didn't write anything for 10 whole years. Because they were going to take it. When you want it the most. Listen, contracts can be broken. But when you're going up against a multi-million-dollar conglomerate or a person who has got nothing but time and money, sometimes they'll sue you just for the hell of it. Music contracts. Yeah. When they have the money, they can keep it exactly. And sometimes they'll just keep it in the courts for the sake of keeping it in the courts. They know they're not going to get anything from you. They are aware of this. But keeping you tied up in litigation is better for them. Ugh. Haha! Got you. You tried it. You tried it! 500 lawsuits. That's... That's an interesting hobby. In my free time, I just sue recreationally. There's nothing I hate more than dealing with lawyers. My lawyer is amazing. But I hate dealing with lawyers. I only sign contracts with cute anime women like Mira. And what could possibly go wrong? Pray tell. Nothing, exactly. That was satisfying. Did you hear that? The way it went ding ding ding! Ding! I like that. Just like the woman that sues as a job. I can't find her! I wish I could, because it was so funny. And the city just hated her, because they were like, she just sues for everything, guys! It was so funny. She just would go around town and find stuff to sue about. She's like, hey, I could have slipped and died here. Or hey, this water fountain was not clean. I could have gotten salmonella and died, or whatever you get from water. Dysentery. Suing people is kind of fun. It really isn't. It really isn't. Just like the woman that says, yeah, they keep you in court for the hate of the game. Exactly. Or they think they'll strong arm you into agreeing to stuff that you don't want to agree to. But that's just it. I mean, it's kind of like even Taylor Swift got fucked. But she got her rights back because she could afford to buy them back. But imagine if she couldn't. Imagine if she couldn't. She got caught out on a crappy deal too. Why get dysentery when you can get cholera? I forgot about cholera. Cholera is fun. Are we bug chasers? Are we bug chasers now? Is this what we do in our free time? She recorded three of her albums, and then she bought back the catalog because everyone was hating on Scooter Braun. He's like, I gotta get rid of this, so he sold it to an investment firm, and I guess they got in contact with her and were like, we will let you buy them back. So she didn't record the rest of them. She just recorded the first three. Yeah, it's even when you've got the best teams in the world, shit happens. Because there's always some, like, who thinks about that in their original contract? If you sell the record label, how often does that happen? If you sell the record label, what happens to my music? That's like not a thing. You can get caught out on the weirdest things. When you want it the most. Something hindsight is 2020. Amen. Hindsight's always 2020. You learn from your mistakes. You spend 10 years in court. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. You go to university, you get a degree in computer science. do... Oh! This feels a little bit saucy. I don't know why. I think it's just very assy. I don't know. That year was terrible. Yeah, they named that year after that quote. Crazy. Well, it'll happen once, and then all future contracts will have a clause about what happens if that happens. Exactly. But when that happens, you don't think about that. This is a new low. What? How they even managed to dirt this vehicle so much? I don't know. Mira's a helicopter bidet. Ooh, kind of spicy, right? It felt spicy. Can I get cleaned like that? Do you know what I am craving? I keep seeing videos of it. To be fair, I keep seeing videos of like getting scrubbed in a Korean spa, but it's very similar to like a Moroccan hammam. I'm like, I don't like people touching me, but I'd be okay with that. I haven't been scrubbed like that in so long. Scrubbing yourself's not the same as when you have an old lady scrubbing you aggressively and you're like, ow! And she's like, stop moving. And she just treats you like her daughter. And you're like, ow! Stop! And she's just scrubbing you like you don't you don't matter as a human being. Like you're filthy. Ow! Bug chasing, even my autocorrect. Law's definitely money dependent. The hobos did it. Hag love. What's that gonna do with getting scrubbed? But I do like being, and she calls you names, and then she talks about you, and you're like, I can understand you. You're like, I can understand everything you're saying. I just don't speak Arabic. I just don't use my Arabic that often. And then she asks if you're single and tells you about her grandson. And you're like, I really don't care. Just scrub me further. I could go for one of those. I was looking for a Korean spa in my city and we don't have one. Because I was like, I'll take a Korean spa. I can do that. I'll take a Korean spa. I have the urge to be scrubbed. Can't even do coding projects for fun. Oh wait, I gotta go back. Speaking of computer science and corporate shenanigans, I always get amused by how my employment contract always have a clause saying the company owns anything I develop. Oh yeah, that's true. Then an exemption for my state because we have a specific law preventing them from doing that. You know what they don't do? They don't prevent you from deleting your scripts before you leave. Not that I would fuck over my team like that, but you know. That is kind of funny though. Like, we own everything. Except we don't, because legally we can't, but we can tell you that we do. We can tell you that we do. How far is Korea? Too expensive for one scrubbing session. I always think, oh, I'm so tiny. What happened? But you could fly to Korea to get scrubbed. Oh. Do you think Honey will let me come with her when she goes to Korea? Hi! Yeah, no, I'm here to offer you some moral support. Can we stop at the Korean spa? I mean, wait, on person? That's crazy. On personal time? No way. No way. That's an insane thing to put in a contract. Like, whatever you do in your free time belongs to us too. What if you made something really fucked up? I don't know what, but just imagine making something fucked up and then blaming it on the company and being like, well, technically it belongs to you, not me. So that's... So that feels like a you problem. That's not illegal nationally, only in some states. That's crazy. In free time? Her grandson is a nice guy. A little weird with a funky smell, but at least he knows how to do the dishes. That's on you now. Yeah. Oh, actually, it belongs to them. I feel bad for people. Yeah, that's like, you can't have any passion projects. What do? Just like backdate it to pre-work? Like, that sucks. You can't have any hobbies. I don't like that. Seems kind of fucked up. I think she would like the Korean spa. It could be a business expense if you stream. If I stream the spa, are you allowed to do that? That feels like something you shouldn't be allowed to do. If it's anything like a hammam, everyone's butt-ass naked. Everyone's naked. Everyone's a nudie. I can't believe I forgot this part. Hold on. Perfect. You love to see it. Stream yourself talking about how it was. I'm sure it still counts. I wonder if there's one. There's probably one interstate. Maybe I just need to go to like a bigger city. I hate big cities. I hate big cities. That's why I left Melbourne. I hated living there when I was making music. I lived in Melbourne and Sydney. I hated it. I fucking hated it so much. Although there was a McDonald's, which was kind of nice, having McDonald's at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I could just walk there. Hated Melbourne. Crazy. God bless California. The COL may be terrible, but at least I don't have to deal with the worst of corporate shenanigans. Yeah. I think LA has a lot of labor laws, right? I don't know much about... Listen, I don't know much about LA labor laws, but I've heard they have a lot of them. I heard they're very pro-worker. Oh, cost of living. This is like that first-time mom thing all again. I'm like, what do you mean you're a full-time mom? Oh, not again. Yeah, LA is very expensive. That is true. Brisbane? Yuck. Yuck. I lived in Maroochydore for a little bit when I was recording an album. I was there for like almost a year. That's a small beachside town. Very touristy. Hey, I'm trying to get... Hold on. Did that say pet bubble? Are you in the... How'd you get in there? How did you get in there? Is the cat flying the helicopter? We can't tell corporate about this. Can we buy the album? No, it was never released. It was never released and the songs were distributed to other people. Without my consent. It is what it... I mean, I still have them. I still have the tracks, but I can't release them. Because they would come after me. But I don't mind being a songwriter. I enjoy it. Party girls, don't get hurt. Oh no, damn it. Become very big in Russia? Huh. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. When you want it the most. Oh, gotcha. So what am I missing? down there. But I need to do these propellers. Uno momento. Come on. Wait, where's the... Is it on the underside? It probably is, isn't it? Hey! I saw that! Did you see that? There's a spot there. I need to get out of here. My roommates are so rude. They left a tray of cookies on the tables a couple of days ago and I'm the only one eating them. I mean, what if they laced them? Oh right, they own those songs now. I love the songs you write. If only it paid the bills. Oh yeah, I don't want to go back to it full time. That's kind of crazy. I would never. Too stressful. But I still enjoy doing it. To be fair, I only do it for select people. Just people I've known for a long time. And they're like, can you do something for us? And I was like, do I suppose, if you insist, I can. Ghostwriting is fun. I don't mind ghostwriting. I'll ghostwrite any day of the week. Mira's exclusive? No, I'm just protecting my peace. I'm just protecting my peace. And working with your friends is fun. There's something here that's dirty, but I can't see it. What am I missing? Is it under here? Is it your butt? You have a little bit of dirt on your butt? You a little bit of a dirty boy? No. I don't understand. Where is it? Down here? I don't see it. Is it up here? Oh, wait. Is that it? I think that's it. I think that's it. There we go. Got it. What's still dirty? The pool? What am I missing? Oh, here. There we go. Oh, that thing's dirty? Huh. The hot tub drain is crazy. I don't understand where the dirt is. Oh my... Yeah, I found it. I found the dirt. I found it. I'm assuming... Do you think the other side is the same? Actually, no, it's not. It's just this. Somewhere with the wheels? Hey, no, I cleaned those wheels perfectly. I don't know where it's dirty in here, though. It looks so clean. Where could... Oh, okay. Alright. Full of side of hell step. What? Santa moment. All up here. Let's go. I did it. I did it. I cleaned the wheels Oh! My elbow just cracked in a way that I didn't like it. Ow! Ow! Oh my god! I have been having issues with my right shoulder. I just flicked my hair back and my shoulder tweaked. I've been having so many issues with my right shoulder. Do you want to know how I injured it? Warhammer painting. I did something weird while painting and I tweaked my shoulder and it's been hurting for like a week. That's crazy. This is what happens when you get old. Oh shit! Shopping mall? Whoa! That's huge! I mean, that's average size. You're in dire need of a shoulder massage? It's like my joint that hurts. It's not even my shoulder. It's like inside. War wounds. Yeah, let's say that. Getting beat up by a miniature paintbrush? I know. I don't even know how I tweaked it. And it only happens when I do certain, like, movements, which I can't like, I'm swinging my arm around and I can't recreate it. But, like, every once in a while I'll do a certain move and I'll be like, ah! How did I do that? this is, I think, this is bigger than the, this is bigger than the, I think than the pyramid, right? Whoa, this is bigger than the pyramid level. I think. Oh, actually, it might not be. Closing down sale? Yeah, no, I can see. This store is just called Jessica? What did they do in here? The whole shopping center. Yeah, I still think the pyramid in the first game was bigger because you had to do the inside and outside. So this still looks a little bit smaller. Wow. All right, let's get started. Wait, this doesn't make sense. How come? Shouldn't this be reversed? So the people outside are reading it backwards? No wonder people couldn't figure out when they were open. You said you didn't shower. What? When did I say I don't shower? Tell me when. I shower a lot. How dare you? How dare you? I shower a lot. I smell like Lolita Lempica. Lempica Lolita? I think it's called Lolita Lempica. Now it's just called Lempica. Lost streak. Okay, I was sick for 3 days. I couldn't shower. I was dying. I'm showering now. Lolita Lempica. Yeah, it's a perfume. It's a really nice summer perfume. That's what I smell like. I wear perfume at home. What's it to you? I like to smell nice. For myself. That's a different Australia VTuber. Who doesn't shower? Yeah! We got those glory sniffs in. Stop that! I didn't smell. I don't smell. I smell nice. I smell nice, I swear. This is a tiny entrance. If this is my height, no? Shouldn't it be quite higher? Nothing wrong with that. What do you mean? I shower. I shower. I hate it here. I'm being gaslit into thinking that I don't shower. I shower. All of Mira smells are good. Either stinky. Stop this. I don't stink. I'm not stinky. I've never been stinky in my life. Except maybe that one time I was backpacking. You know that one time I was backpacking in South America. But other than that, never, never. Ah, my dog wants to get out. I didn't say you smelled though. It is implied. It is implied. The way you said it was implied. The way you said it, it was implied. If I didn't have roommates, I'd shower twice a day. See? Mirror bath water. Never. We don't mean we mode and median. All I'm saying, we'd sniff either way for the love of our clown one. I'm not stinking! I was talking about using perfume for yourself is fine. Thank you. Don't know what you're talking about. You know what you did. You know what you did. You know. Wee. Wee. Wait, I need soap for this. God damn it. It's all gonna be soapy, isn't it? Not that I don't like soap. I love soap. Because I like showering. Now I can't say anything. Now I can't say anything without being accused of not showering. I love soap. Mira, it's not Mira Musk. It smells like Lolita Lempica. Lempica? I think it's Lolita Lempica. I mean, they renamed it just to Lolita, Lempicka, because I think people were upset about the Lolita. Even though it's been made since like the 90s. It's such a nice smell. Very nice. It's so good. It is indeed Lolita Lempicka. Yeah. It's so nice. There's like licorice in there, and it's like sweet. But it's not overly sweet, because I just don't really like overly sweet perfumes. But it's a nice summer one. I change my perfume based on season. I have like 5 perfumes I swear by. And I switch them out depending on season. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. That's smart, thank you. What's the 5th season? Well, I double up on winter. I double up on winter. There's winter, and then there's fancy winter. Or maybe the 5th season is when I go out for a special occasion, but I don't go anywhere. So special occasion doesn't get used a lot, but it's still there. Just because it doesn't get used doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because it does. Goodbye. Oh, the graffiti's a bookworm. That's kind of cute. Sorry, you gotta go. You gotta go. Yes. The plot, the lower frame is done. Nice. Winter and winter and winterist. Yeah. I see you don't shower, you take a perfume. That's not true at all. This is bullying. This is bullying. I shower a lot. I shower all the time. And then I cover myself in jojoba oil. And if it's well, if the weather is nice, I powder myself. I powder myself after the jojoba oil. I powder myself. And then I perfume myself. I have a whole system. And that's why I always smell nice. Always. Always! You need to show proof next time you shower. How does one even do that? Technically slander. No, it's bullying! I'm being bullied! I'm being bullied! I'm being bullied. This is a huge cleaning operation. Yes, but what about second winter? Stop this. It's like my special occasion perfume. But I also sometimes use it in the winter because I don't go anywhere, so there's nowhere to wear my special occasion perfume. I gotta wear it somewhere. Door. Okay, door is done. I think I can do this wall, right? Yeah. And then we can work on the other parts separately, I think. Is that part of the bookshop wall? It is, you bastard. I was like, wow, so easy, so cool. There we go. Now I have I'm coming out stuck in my head. Who did this? Whoso pulleth out the sword of this stone is likewise king, born of England. Can you believe that people don't like The Sword in the Stone? Arguably, I think that's one of the best Disney movies. Are you coming out, Mira? No, but that song's now stuck in my head, so maybe I just should. Wear your special perfume when you go paint your Warhammers. Never heard of people not liking it. There's a lot of people who feel like it's one of the weaker ones, but I think it's one of the better ones. did not like Snow White. Sorry, I don't like the original Disney Snow White. I think it's fucking boring. And I don't like Sleeping Beauty either. It's so boring. So freaking boring. You like the wizard battle? I do like the wizard battle. And I like Madame Mim, who is a wonderful witch. And we should show her the respect she deserves. The marvelous Madame Mim! I always say I'm gonna dress like her for Halloween, and then I never go out for Halloween. But one day. One Halloween, I will be the marvelous Madame Mim! They cut off their heels to fit into the shoe. I watched Ugly Stepsister. She chops off her toes, and then the evil stepmom comes in and she's like, "You chopped off the wrong toes!" And then she chops off the other toes to get them in the shoe. And it's all like bloody, and then she like knocks herself out, and then she misses the shoe anyway. It's a movie. It is a movie. Reminds her too much of herself. I'm not that pale. I'm not that pale. Did I? How come it's saying it's still dirty? Right there. I see you. What? Ugly Stepsister. It's a horror movie. It's really good. Sword in the Stone just got panned on release when Disney was fighting for survival. Then cult classic status was achieved. I've seen so many people say they don't like it. And it's not as popular as the other ones. But I like it. I like it. That and The Lion King. And The Swan Princess, which isn't Disney, but I believe it's ex-Disney animators. The Swan Princess has so many good songs too. The soundtrack, why is that not liked? I don't know. I was just like, opinion invalid. Maybe I don't know, the art style seems pretty. So I was gonna say maybe the art style, maybe it's not as fast paced. The start is very slow. I don't know, I think it's the perfect movie. Actually, do you know what? I think I read a blog by one of the lead animators for Sword in the Stone, and they were talking about it. I wonder if I can find it again. How did I even get there? I was probably searching Madame Mim for some reason, and I was reading the blog. Sword in the Stone doesn't really have an ending. That is true. But, yeah. I mean, you saw the crown on his head. It fit perfectly. And Merlin was gonna guide him. I mean, we didn't get any of that. We don't know if he did a good job. We don't really know much of anything. But I think it was good. Is that doorstep separate? Yeah. I'm just gonna do the windows and the doorstep. Kind of ends because it has to. The public has shit taste. I don't know. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, no, it's great. Esmeralda's pretty. Did it sound a bit positive with regards to it? The blog? I mean, he was looking back on it fondly, if my memory serves me right. He was talking about how it had a slow release or something. Hunchback of Notre Dame's fine. The least forced fight I've ever heard in my life. Thank you, I should be an actress. Hellfire, Darkfire. It's fine. Esmeralda's really pretty, and it is a movie. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I don't think it was a good ending. I think the Hunchback should have had a better ending. Sorry. What did that teach you? Nothing. It was a shitty ending. a voice actress. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. Story had to end because it was a bit awkward to be like, and then King Arthur spent the rest of his life fighting his mortal enemy, the English. That's true. They had to like cover historically what happened next. But surely someone asked. Surely one of the children were like, but what happens next? Will there be a second movie? Dear God, no. There will never be a sequel to Sword in the Stone. What did Twilight teach me? It taught me that I want to be a spider monkey. My favorite Disney music is from Mulan or Encanto. If we're just talking classical, Beauty and the Beast soundtrack is banger. Beauty and the Beast and the Lion King soundtrack are so good. Although I feel like the Lion King one's kind of cheating, huh? They just got a bunch of celebrities to write songs for it. I don't know, it's still really fucking good. No need to lie. Also, I really enjoyed Ice Age 2 and 3. Ooh. I don't think I've actually seen 2 and 3. I watched the first one. Maybe I watched 2 and 3 and I just can't remember. I don't know. Aladdin. Oh, Aladdin had some great music too, didn't it? Prince Ali, yes, it is here. Damn it. Yeah, Aladdin too. That was a good soundtrack. The Lion King soundtrack is amazing. It's so good. Aladdin is also a great soundtrack. That is true. The Lion King. I just think Beauty and the Beast is also great. Hey, Celine Dion did the Beauty and the Beast song. Tale as old as time. Celine Dion was just doing songs for every movie. Didn't she also do Sleepless in Seattle? When you fall in love, it will be forever. And then she did Bridget Jones's Diary. When I was young. To be fair, I think they just licensed that. I don't think she did that exclusively for Bridget Jones's Diary. Or did she? I actually don't know. Huh. Celine Dion was just pumping out songs. She also did a song with... I think she did a song with... Oh god, what's his name? Denim on Denim. I said I loved you, but I lied. What's his name? She did a song with him for a movie, I think. She did the Titanic sound. You're right, she did the Titanic soundtrack. They were just hiring her for everything in the 90s. No wonder she's got so much money. I mean, singers made more money back then, but that's why she has so much money. Also, she hated the Titanic song, allegedly. That's how she says the story, and I'm like, I doubt it. There's no way she listened to that and wasn't like, this is gonna be a hit. I am also a fan of her French albums. Je compris tout le monde. J'ai bien compris, merci. Raisonnable et nouveau. Great albums. You know what? The Aristocats was never. I feel like it should have been one of my favorites, but it really wasn't. I enjoyed the movie thoroughly, but it just wasn't really ever on my... You're on my radar. Sorry, that was a Britney song that just popped into my song. That popped into my head when I was saying the word radar. You can sing in French. I would argue that everyone can sing in any language. If you try. Then there's Wizards. What the fuck is Wizards? There's a movie just called Wizards? Did I miss this? What do you mean? Meow. Meow. Oh, Basil. Oh, I remember Basil the Great Mouse Detective. Yeah, you just need to understand the sounds, not the words. Exactly. How do you think I sing in Japanese? I don't know anything. I don't know Japanese. I look up the meaning of the words. I try and copy the sounds, and I'm like, there we go. I've successfully sung in Japanese. When I sing in Arabic, I don't fully understand it either. Because it's usually Lebanese Arabic or something. So you understand like a few words here and there. The hobo stampede. The what? Are you cleaning dookie? I don't even know what I'm cleaning anymore. The Great Mouse Detective. The Basil the Great Mouse Detective used to be, if you bought Disney VHS tapes, that was the one they always would use to promo Disney, which I always thought was weird looking back at it. Surely there were other better ones. Arabic, a surprise, but a welcome one. Yatap tap yadala. Understanding lyrics can help bring out the meaning, the emotions well, though. Yeah, that's why I look up the meaning, so I understand what I'm singing, and then I go from there. It's not poop. Stop that. And if it was, someone has to clean it. That's why I'm in a hazmat suit. The dysentery stampede. Be like, everyone ate at the food court that day. They thought they were getting a delicious lunch, but what they got instead was dysentery. Do you sing while you shower? You are asking a lot of shower questions. I know you don't shower often. Stop that! I sing all the time, shower or no shower. I'm always singing. The Great Mouse Detective had the first use of CGI. Oh wow, they used it in the clock tower scene? Oh. Interesting, I didn't know. I have a hard time singing in Finnish for my choir's Lucia ceremony on Christmas. We sang in German, English, Swedish, Norwegian, and Finnish. Damn, that's so many to remember. Horrible disappointment. Whole life ruined. That is such an ugly art piece. That's so ugly. It's so random. So you walk in and you're like, ooh, Page and Turner. Huh. And then Tim's toolbox. And then ugly art. And then you walk up. That's so out of place. Everything's so fancy in here. Mira, I didn't know one climb could cause that much damage. You feel like you're... It wasn't me! What is this? What is this stinky allegation that started? I didn't do anything. I'm never sharing anything anymore. I'm never telling you about my shower habit. I'm never telling you my shower habit. I just noticed the name. I did. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Birds of a feather are tarred together. Okay, we were going two different directions. I listen to video game soundtracks when I shower, like epic ones. Like the orchestral, big, epic kind of ones. Wait a minute, I don't think I heard this ding. Yes, I did, never mind. I got ahead of myself. We just need proof of you showering, but that will only give you proof for one day. That won't give you proof for like every other day. Epic showering, huh? I need to go to the gym and just hang from a bar for like 5 minutes. Just hang there and stretch my back out. This is what I need. Did I get this one? Did I get this one? Did I get this one? Okay, just checking. Med check. I don't have to take my meds for an hour and a half. And I took my medicine yesterday. Do you know what? I got my Kindle. I got my Kindle. I have stickers. I want to put stickers on them, but I'm also worried to put stickers on it. I got my Kindle and I set it up. And my mom's like, "Oh, that's cool. Can I check it out?" And I was like, let me open a book for you." I didn't want her to see my library. Because it has a lot of, you know, like airpeen and stuff. So, like, all the covers are shaped like wieners. I feel like that's a little bit too on the nose. She didn't need to see that. So I opened a book. Did you? I know I didn't have any time to read anything. I was, setting everything up yesterday. I found a use for ChatGPT, by the way. I gave it my life schedule. And I was like, give me a good schedule. And then it put together a schedule. And I was like, but I want to do more of this stuff. And they were like, yeah, but you also need to sleep. And I was like, fuck you. How dare you? How dare you betray your creator like this? I trusted you. They're like, you need to sleep, otherwise you're gonna burn out. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. No one asked for your opinion. Just make the schedule. I think it was being like, hey, you don't have time to do anything else. Hey, so I've used the entire 24 hours available to you in a day, and I'm having an issue. I'm having an issue finding time to do anything else, so like reading and exercise. So you should figure that out. Bastard. How dare it turn on me like this? I use AI to make Uma Musume support card decks for me. Huh? Ah, you ask it to build decks for you? Oh, I guess that's a use for it. I didn't even think about that. Then you don't have a bar to hang out at home? Not really. I mean, I guess there's one in the hallway. I mean, it's not a bar, but it's like a thing. But I'm also... The house is very old. I'm also worried that I will break it. Although I have seen my brothers hang from it. So maybe it'll be safe. My luck would be I'd hang from it and it breaks and then I get blamed for it. I'd rather let someone else take the blame for that. I'd rather let them get in trouble for that. Because they've been weakening it, surely. And then I'd get blamed. Not on my watch. What? What do you mean what? I never hang in there. Imagine breaking and getting cold fat. Oh my god. Yeah, my brother would never let me live that down. Would never let me live that down. Just yesterday, I was walking back into the house and the alarm on my dad's, I need water. The alarm on my dad's motorbike went off because the battery, was dying. So it goes off to let you know you have to change the batteries. And I was walking past my brother I was walking past when it happened. My brother's like, oh, she's so fat, it's an earthquake. And I was like, fuck you. Like, I hate it here. I use ChatGPT to understand slang. Hey, oh, Diablo, never mind. I thought that was, you should listen to the Doom soundtrack in the shower. That's epic. Even without having played the game itself, nerdcore fan tributes are really pretty good. Souls-likes. Then you don't have a bar. People say you're type because I'm terrible. I'm horrible with context clues. That makes sense. Slang is hard. Your brothers don't sound like good people. It's just one of them that's mean. He's just mean. He's always mean to me. He'd be like, how's it being vegetarian, huh? I'm like, why are you being mean to me? I'm starving. You know I'm starving to death. Why are you being mean? And shouldn't that have... Oh, there we go. I will check out the Doom soundtrack. It's so good. Very epic. The Fortnite Rager. The one you can hear raging sometimes. That one. He's the mean one. The other one is nice. I think he knows that fat jokes get to me because of my ED. from when I was younger. He knows that they fuck with me the worst. So he's like, get her where it hurts. Nothing wrong with being a vegetarian. No, he just likes to take the shit out of me for everything. And because he's also a gym bro, he thinks he knows everything. And when I'm just like, I don't want your advice, I'll take the advice of my trainer. Thank you. He gets mad. He gets mad. Birds of a feather. Oh, now that song's stuck in my head and I only know one line! What's a bang joke? What's a bang joke? He hasn't made any bang jokes? What the hell's a bang joke? I've never heard of that. Oh no, he plays Fortnite? I mean, yeah, that should have been the first red flag. For anyone. Fortnite player. We all have our own love language, even if it's a bit odd. Sure. Yeah, let's say it's a love language. Local expert. I want to go on holiday. I want to go on a holiday and just sleep. Which will never be the case because you always have to look around. Oh, bangs. Oh my god. Yes. I think he was too young during the bang stage. I don't think he remembers it. Imagine having someone pre-ordering Fortnite. Can't have a big... Okay. Alright. Okay. To be fair, when I bought it, it was a game about building forts. It had nothing to do with Battle Royale, okay? That came after I pre-ordered it. How was I supposed to know? Where would you like to go? Do you know where I've always wanted to go, but I know I never will? Have you seen, like, is it the Maldives, where they have those huts on the water? I just feel like sleeping there would be so nice. Just sleep with the window open and you can, like, literally hear the ocean as you sleep. I just feel like that would be a nice place to sleep. Now, will I ever be able to afford that? Most likely not. So I understand. Unless I become a beauty influencer. Unless I become a beauty influencer and Tarte takes me on a trip. That's never happening, but I just feel like that would be the best sleeping experience of your life. Yeah, like the water chalets. Yeah. Your opinion's absence is greatly appreciated. That's south of India. I don't know where it is like that, but I know it's... I was wondering why my keyboard felt weird. One of the feetsies, the rubber feetsies have popped off. I mean, it can't have gotten far. Oh, it's right there. It's on the other side. I gotta glue that back on. I didn't think that was weird. Sounds like a pretty calming time, right? I just feel like sleeping there would be nice. I don't know what the weather's like. It probably is hot. I've not seen any... I won't complain about it. But I just feel like the sleep would be amazing. And then you get to wake up. Have you seen the rooms at these Maldives, at these places? Let me show them to you. Let me show you the room that I want that I can't get. Let me show you. They have cottages on those islands. I don't want to be on an island. I want to be in the water, if that makes sense. I'll show you. Maldives water bungalows, I think they're called. Birds of a feather. So this is what this is like what the area looks like. I know there's like fancier ones, but this is the one that I've seen. So like that's the island, and then you have to walk to get to like your little bungalow, and that's the water. Isn't that nice? It's obviously not deep water, but sometimes you see like little sharks and stuff. Isn't that nice? And then the view. View. Maybe if I type in bedroom. Some of them have pools. Oh yeah, okay. Well, this isn't... Oh yeah, okay, here's one. Well, that's not the bedroom. This is a bedroom. Let's copy this one. Some of them have a pool, which... Are you just not allowed to swim? I think you're allowed to swim. There's a ladder. I'll save this photo too. It does look pretty nice, right? And then you can have, this is what they look like. That's huge! And there's like a little pool. I don't think I would use the pool. I feel like I would use the water, but there's that. Right? Yeah, it seems redundant to have a pool there. I'd sleep so naked in that. Right. And then... Look at this bedroom. So that's what I'm saying. You sleep here and then you open up all the doors and the curtains and you sleep. Because the weather would be nice at night. And then you sleep and you can just hear the water. Oh, that would be so nice. That's way averager than expected. Yes, it's so average. It's so average. Look at it. Hello! Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Isn't that nice? I just feel like you'd have the best sleep of your life in there. I wholeheartedly believe that. Alright. I need to leave the circus to go to work. At another circus. Circus exchange program. Me and the circus exchange program. Let me make myself bigger. Bigger! I wanna be bigger! Yeah. The not fun circus, exactly. Agreed. Thank you for stream. Thank you. We should go here and... Oh, there's another one! These ones are smaller. And don't have pools. Which, honestly, I think makes more sense. How much is it a night? Book now. Oh, it's only $500 a night! $500 a night, Jesus Christ. US dollars, mind you. So what's that? USD to AUD. $500 US dollars a night. Is 750 Australian dollars a night? I think not. Mister! Hello, hello! Did I miss you earlier? Did I not notice you? Hello! It's nice to see you. What a deal, I know. That's just not ever gonna happen, but I would love to sleep there. Just one night, please. It means it's cooked. It's almost like I could... I'm still here! Alright, let's see who's online. Oh gosh, I don't like that. When you have Twitch minimized, they give you icons, and I don't know what any of the icons mean. Bold of you to assume I know what buttons do. Birds of a feather, we can stick together and love you. Don't know the rest of the lyrics. Who put birds of a feather in my head? This is your fault. Radia Active is live? Is there anyone else live? I don't think anyone else is live. What's going on here? PowerWash Simulator. PowerWash Simulator. PowerWash Simulator. What's this? Star Rupture? I've never seen this game. Let's raid... What is this? Did you know there's a new game where you are a farmer in ancient Egypt? I'm very excited for that game. This looks funny. I like this title. Babe, it's time for your 6 p.m. bowl washing. How'd she get bull on her title when I kept getting in trouble for... It's a furry. I don't know what to do. Furries everywhere as far as the eye can see. We need to play that? Right! Birds of a feather gets hard to get. It probably was. This is your fault. It's your fault that now I have a song that I don't know stuck in my head. It's honestly amazing that no one's online. I can't can't win. If I stream at night, for me, no one's online. If I stream in the morning, it's too early. No one's online. I can't win. I can't win. All right, we're gonna raid Radioactive. They're just chatting, so let's raid into them on Twitch. And if you are on YouTube, we can raid Penny Puffball. I like that Penny has a good stream. We need to get Penny to Jewel stream. Only so I can raid her. Just keep streaming till people start. Unfortunately, I have to go to the other circus to do some work. But I will see you tomorrow for Warhammer. Isn't that exciting? I was going through the schedule last night. I'm like, I feel like today's such a chill week. Everything's so like chill vibes, I feel. Well, we'll see how Friday goes. We'll see how Friday DBD goes. Excited for that. I wonder if the Christmas event is still running. I'm excited to see if it is. But we're doing a Batsu DBD stream on Friday. And we're doing Hooked on You, because I was telling you guys about Hooked on You, the DBD dating sim. And most of you hadn't heard of it. So we're doing the dating sim in the morning. Aren't you a furry? Where do you see? Can you see the rabbit tail butt plug I have in right now? How'd you see that? No, I'm not a furry. Oh, it's gonna rain. I love you. Goodbye. We lost Twitch. I had to give them their kisses quickly. But yes, I will see you tomorrow. How is it? Was the stream stable today? I think it was. Maybe we just have to use the backup server for a while. We'll see tomorrow night, I guess. All right. Good night. Have a good day or good night. I don't know. What are you doing?